So in today's video, we're gonna learn every possible way to hit a soccer ball.
We all know it's football.
Let's get it.
Come on.
We went out and picked out 7 of the most popular shooting techniques and see if we could master them. Some were simple, and others, not so much. All of these have their own advantages and disadvantages, but hope that by the end of the video, you'll have some of these in your game.
So we're gonna start off the video with one of the most simple techniques to master in today's world of football, which is the power shot. So the technique for this one's fairly simple. All you gotta do is just hit it with this area of the foot and hope for the best. So
the power shot's one of the first techniques you learn to hit when you first start playing the game. It's just how it sounds. Put all your power into the ball and strike it. The more you hit it, the more control you'll have over time.
I think we mastered the power shot.
So this next technique that we're going to learn is one of my favorites, the curve shot. With this technique, we want the ball to have a spinning effect, and in order to achieve that, we will have to hit the ball with the inside of our foot in the middle of the ball and let the ball do the rest.
This technique is probably one of the most important techniques in all of football. It's given us countless amazing goals over the years, and it's one of the most effective in the game. It's a technique we believe everyone should master.
After that banger, I think I've mastered the curve shot now.
This next technique is probably my least favorite technique
And possibly my favorite technique to do.
the half volley.
Just get it.
Good. Alright, the reason why I absolutely despise this technique is because timing is everything.
And that's exactly why I love it, because if you get it right, it's the most satisfying thing ever.
The half volley, once you get the timing right, it's pretty easy.
So the way to hit this is to hit the ball as soon as it bounces, like this. Just like that.
And just like that, I quickly realized how difficult this is going to be for me. While Marcus has been practicing this technique for years now, me on the other hand,
I'm so bad at this. Oh my god.
one of the problems that I had was that I couldn't quite get the ball to stay low or even on target sometimes.
I won't get this. I won't get this.
The timing of the bounce kept throwing me off since my brain kept thinking I needed it to hit just like a volley. But eventually, I got the hang of it and I was able to get proper contact with the ball.
Although I don't consider myself a master of the half volley, I think I did pretty well. And I think with enough time and practice, you can get really good at mastering that technique.
It's all about timing. If you get it right, it's the most satisfying thing ever.
Very difficult, but very satisfying.
Very.
After a pretty successful attempt at the half volleys, we're gonna go on to the full volleys now. So let's hope this goes well.
The volley has given us some absolute screamers over the years, but it's a technique that requires timing and precision.
So similarly to the half volley, you're gonna be following a pretty similar technique, and instead of catching it on the half bounce, you're gonna be hitting it in the air. So on your foot, again, you're gonna try and catch the ball right here, right on the laces in the middle of your foot.
Adjusting your body is incredibly important and could drastically change the trajectory of the shot. And pair this while also trying to get a clean hit could make it a little bit tricky. Nonetheless, when you hit a clean volley, it'll be hard to forget about it.
Well, that's a wrap on the volleys. I think we did a pretty good job. Had some pretty good shots, a couple close ones, a couple bangers. But you're not supposed to show that. That didn't happen.
So now we're gonna get into the more difficult portion of this video. We're gonna go ahead and try out the Trilla.
And indeed it was. This was generally one of the hardest techniques for us to hit. It's crazy to think that there's players out there who make this look so easy.
I want to say the Trilla was a pretty popular technique made famous by Ricardo Quaresma. So the way you hit this technique is that when you get contact with the ball, you try to hit it with this side of the foot and try to hit it in this section of the ball and follow through with it.
After hitting a few balls, me and Corey were either lifting the ball without any spin, had too much spin, and not enough lift, or we were just not making good contact at all. My left pinky toe was in so much pain from repeatedly trying to hit it with the outside of the boot. Marcus, on the other hand, hit it with a beautiful technique, so I went over to ask him to see how he was doing it and see if he could give us any tips.
So the way I hit the Trilla, I hit it right with the outside of the boot, keeping my toes down, and then as soon as I make contact, lifting my toes a bit so the ball can get the outside curve.
Not to say that his tips didn't help, but at this point, the outside of my foot was just ready to quit.
So after many failed attempts and my toes starting to hurt, we'll say this is probably one of the toughest techniques to master if you ever want to get good at this. I would say me and Corey were pretty bad at this, and Marcus is a lot better than both of us, but again, with a lot more practice, I think we can get it done. For me, it would probably take me like around the year to actually fully master this, but that's just me, because I suck, so.
Now for the most underrated and most overhated technique, the toe poke.
Yeah, pretty sure we've all had that one coach growing up that yelled at us every time we poked it with our toe and told us we couldn't control it. Well, we're to show you wrong, coach. All right, the toe poke. It's exactly what it sounds like. Really simple. Center of the ball, hit it with your toe, you're good to go. It might hurt a little bit, but that's normal.
Although this was pretty straightforward, we didn't realize how much pain this was actually going to be. We didn't think hitting the ball over and over would do much, but we found out the hard way. The toe poke isn't something that should be used all the time. Instead, it's most reliable when you are inside the 18-yard box in a 1v1 situation, or you just don't have time to think and shoot. This is a technique that is hard to control, at least from my experiences.
Need a toe splint. The volley challenge, my leg is already puffy and red. And this toe challenge, yeah, definitely bruised and gonna need a splint for sure.
The toe is absolutely killing me. I'm pretty sure it's purple right now.
Oh, dude, this sucks. Look at this. I went like that, fell on my arm. Boot was torn out, man. It sucks because these were my favorite boots too. I think that's worth a subscribe, right?
And for the last one, the knuckleball.
The knuckleball is easily one of, if not the most visually appealing shots in all of football, while also being one of the hardest to hit. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Juninho, Keisuke Honda, and many others have become synonymous for being able to hit these balls. None of us here are experts by any means at hitting a knuckleball, and even though the technique is simple, it's a lot easier said than done.
All right, the knuckleball. It may look easy, but it's actually quite complicated. So there's actually two ways that you can go about doing this. One way, famous David Luiz goal, which I'm sure everyone's seen. Hit it with the side of your foot, and you want to get lift on it, but you don't want to add any spin, so you get the knuckleball effect in the air. And the other way, players like Marcus Rashford, Cristiano Ronaldo, they're able to actually get a power shot on it, and you strike through the ball with your laces, but you hit it dead in the middle, so you still get that lift on the ball, but you're also not getting any spin, and you get the nice knuckleball effect in the air.
A knuckleball is basically hitting the ball with as little to no spin as possible to get the ball to move uncontrollably through the air. Marcus had the most success hitting the knuckleball, and Corey was feeling it after the session.
Corey, you okay?
For the knuckleball.
I kicked the ground, bro.
He knuckled the ground.
Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.